Hi, I'm Tim Pollak, and I'm the outdoor floriculturist here at the Chicago Botanic Garden, and I work in the production greenhouses. We have a lot of the spring annuals and vegetables getting ready to go outside in just a couple weeks, as well as we're doing a lot of seed starting and transplanting that's going on every single day. If you were going to start some seeds at home, now is a great time to do it for the spring. Starting indoors is a great and fun thing to do. You can start your seeds indoors if you have basic things. You need some good light or artificial light, water source, and a nice warm environment. If you have those three things, you're generally successful. If you're starting seeds at home, in particular some of the spring crops such as lettuce or kale or cabbage, it's a good idea to sow extra seeds. If you end up with extra, you can either give them away to friends or family or neighbors, and you can sow them every 2 to 3 weeks apart so that you can do succession planting and have fresh crops every 2 to 3 weeks. Lettuce is a good example of a plant you can use for succession planting. Radishes, broccoli, cauliflower are also good ones. What you're looking at here is one of our propagation houses. This is where the seeds all start before they get moved out to the larger greenhouses where they will be acclimated to different temperatures. We have automatic misting systems that come on based on sun levels or based on time. So one way to replicate seed starting at home would be to use a flat with seed starting soil, and then you would want to tap in your seeds into the top of the surface in a row, which makes it easier for sowing and thinning later on, because you want to choose the best seedlings, and then you want to be sure to label what you've sown with the date that you sow it, especially for those of you that are doing any succession planting. And then you would be able to add some humidity by using a small spray bottle and doing that 2 or 3 times periodically throughout the day, which will help speed up the germination process. Another thing that you can do is get a humidity dome that also will trap in the humidity, which also will help speed germination as well. Here we have some transplanting being done by some of our dedicated volunteers. They're actually transplanting some vegetables that will be used at the fruit and vegetable garden this spring. Happens to be a golden beet. So those little seedlings were started about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and now they're ready to be transplanted, where they will be grown in the greenhouses for a couple weeks and then get hardened off for another week before they get planted outside. When you're transplanting little seedlings at home, you want to make sure that you plant them deep enough, because often they stretch when they are growing indoors. And if you plant it right up to the first set of leaves, that'll help make sure that they don't fall over and become floppy out in the garden. And it makes a lot happier and healthier plant later on. This cold frame has some of the vegetable transplants that will be used out at the fruit and vegetable garden. These were brought out here just about a week ago, and again, they are getting used to the cold temperatures. Vegetables in general, especially the cool season vegetables, grow fairly fast, and it's the best thing to try to do is to keep them as cool as possible so that they don't get too stretched and